Extreme road conditions, steep inclines, sharp descents, and dangerous bends. Imagine a road in the mountains that is full of extreme challenges. The road is winding, offering beautiful views as well as a sense of anxiety that cannot be ignored. Challenges await every kilometer of the journey. Dangerous sharp turns. Curling roads with sharp bends are typical of mountain roads. Some bends are almost U-shaped, or often referred to as hairpin bends. On bends like these, the driver must slow down significantly and ensure that the vehicle remains in a safe position on the road. On steep inclines, there is a risk of the engine stalling or the vehicle skidding backwards. To avoid this, the driver must maintain momentum and ensure there are no disturbances on the climbing path. The slightest mistake can cause the vehicle to stop and make it difficult to continue the journey. Challenging steep descents. After successfully passing the incline, the next challenge is a steep and long descent. On roads like this, the brakes are the lifeblood of the vehicle. If the driver is not careful, the brakes can overheat and lose their function. This is called brake failure and can be the cause of a fatal accident. The driver must use the engine braking technique, which is a technique that lowers the transmission gear so that the vehicle's speed can be controlled without relying entirely on the foot brake. Focus and alertness must be maintained because these descents are often flanked by deep ravines on one side of the road. One small mistake can send the vehicle careening off the edge of a terrifying cliff. Steep and long inclines. Inclines on mountain roads not only require strong engine power, but also the calmness and skill of the driver. Long, ever-increasing inclines make the engine work extra hard. If the load being carried is very heavy, the driver must use a low gear so as not to lose power in the middle of the climb. The smell of burning clutch linings is often smelled, a reminder of how difficult the challenge is being faced. Visibility is often limited on sharp bends. The driver does not know what is waiting around the corner. There could be another vehicle coming from the opposite direction, or there could be a large rock that has fallen and blocked part of the road. Using the horn before entering a bend is an important habit to alert other road users. Narrow and rocky roads. In addition to the inclines, descents, and bends, mountain roads are often uneven and filled with rocks. Narrow roads require large vehicles such as trucks to be very careful in maintaining balance. If the wheels are too close to the edge of the road, there is a risk of the vehicle skidding and falling into a ravine. Some roads also do not have safety features such as concrete barriers or iron fences, so drivers can only rely on their skills to keep the vehicle in a safe position on the road. Unpredictable weather. In addition to the physical challenges of the road, the weather can also be a factor that worsens conditions. Heavy rain can make the road slippery and cover the view with thick fog. In these conditions, drivers must reduce speed and ensure that the headlights and taillights are working properly. Strong winds are also a threat, especially on bends or open roads at high altitudes. The wind can shake the vehicle, especially if it is carrying a high and heavy load, which makes it easier for the vehicle to overturn. Mental pressure and alertness. Driving on challenging roads like this requires a strong mentality and extra patience. Every decision must be taken with full calculation, because even the slightest mistake can be fatal. Focus must not waver, and the driver must always be aware of the surrounding conditions.
Good morning, everyone. Today we face a difficult route. Rocky, narrow, and winding roads await us. This is no ordinary convoy. We have heavy cargo and live livestock to keep safe until we reach our destination.
I agree, Rico. This is going to be a long journey. But look at the scenery, it's beautiful. If we can stay focused, it's going to be an amazing experience.
That's right. The challenges on the road are tough, but with good teamwork, we can get through it. Make sure we keep communicating along the way.
Okay guys, are you all ready? Make sure your vehicles are in top condition. It's not about who is the fastest, but who can stay safe and professional to the destination. Our convoy today is about trust and resilience.
All right, the convoy is on. Let's show how a professional team conquers these extreme mountain roads.
That morning, the mountain air felt cool and fresh. The sun had just risen, shining on the lake that reflected a golden shimmer on its surface. 3 large trucks lined up neatly on the side of the winding road, each carrying a heavy load. Logs, trucks, and basic necessities neatly packed in large sacks. Rico, the convoy leader, directed the movement from the first truck through the communication radio installed on the dashboard. His voice sounded firm but full of enthusiasm. They began to traverse the rocky dirt road, flanked by high cliffs and deep ravines. Every bend felt challenging. The cooperation and trust between the drivers made the journey feel safer. As noon approached, the convoy stopped for a moment on a wide plain overlooking the lake. The wind blew softly, carrying the distinctive scent of pine trees. In the distance, the sound of birds chirping, adding to the peaceful atmosphere in the middle of the wilderness. It's so cool. Mountains, lakes, and extreme roads, the perfect combo for a convoy experience. This is why we love this job. Not only the challenges on the road, but also the reward of views like this. After resting, they continued their journey. The biggest challenge loomed ahead, a steep incline with sharp turns. Rico led the way carefully, followed by Arman and Dani, who kept a safe distance. With solid teamwork, the 3 trucks managed to conquer the last incline. Hopefully, they arrived at their destination safely and full of pride.
We are starting to enter the mountain path now. Remember, be careful of sharp turns and steep slopes. Make sure all brakes and gears are checked.
Just turning the road makes your heart want to jump out. But look, the view is really cool. This valley is like a painting. The fog is thin, the sunlight reflects there.
Focus on the road first. Don't be too impressed. The ravine is waiting for us on the right.
The slope ahead looks really steep. There are small rocks on the road too. Get ready, okay?
Ready? I've shifted to low gear. Don't slip here.
Good. If there is a problem, tell me immediately. Don't forget to keep your distance, too. Pay attention to the next bend. The road is getting narrower. Take a position on the left. Don't go too far into the middle because there is a truck coming from the opposite direction.
I almost slipped. This road really makes my heart beat faster. The road is also narrow like this, especially considering our heavy load.
Still safe, friend. I'm taking it slow now. This road is like a trap. It's slippery, and there are rocks. This is the most challenging path I've ever been on.
I agree, but the scenery makes this trip so memorable.
You know what? This trip made me realize the importance of teamwork. If we don't look out for each other, it could be dangerous.
That's right. Challenges like this actually make us more solid.
Mountains have always been a symbol of natural beauty. The view of towering green forests, fresh air, and steep valleys are breathtaking. However, behind that beauty, there are great challenges for anyone who dares to cross it with heavy or large vehicles. Today, we will follow the journey of a group of drivers who face steep roads full of sharp bends in the mountains. They are not only driving private vehicles, but heavy trucks full of important goods. The challenge this time is not only about reaching the destination, but also about how to overcome fear, maintain the balance of the vehicle, and fight against unexpected natural obstacles. The journey begins with the first sharp incline. The slope of the road reaches more than 30 degrees. The wheels of the big trucks begin to growl, struggling against gravity that continues to pull down. Each turn is a new challenge. The road is narrow and surrounded by a deep ravine on one side and a rocky cliff on the other. The drivers must maintain their balance while keeping their focus on the slippery road due to the light rain. However, as with any challenging journey, problems begin to arise. One of the drivers experiences brake failure while going down a steep incline. With the speed increasing, the driver has to make a quick decision. In a split second, he decides to swerve the truck into the side of the cliff in order to stop the vehicle. Fortunately, his decision was correct. Although the truck sustained some damage, his life was saved. The other drivers immediately stopped to provide assistance. They work together to repair the brakes and ensure the journey can continue. After passing through various obstacles, the journey continues to a flatter part of the road. And here, they are presented with an extraordinary view. Towering mountains, clouds that seem to be reached by hand, and the afternoon sun hitting the green valley with a golden glow. It is at times like this that the drivers feel peace in the midst of their challenging journey. Feelings of relief, gratitude, and awe of nature accompany every step of the journey. The final challenge arises when they have to cross a fragile wooden bridge over a fast-flowing river. This bridge can only hold one truck at a time, and each driver must move slowly so as not to trigger a collapse. Carefully and cautiously, they crossed the bridge one by one. Each driver gave instructions to each other over the radio, making sure no one was left behind or faced danger alone. From all this, I conclude with a gripping tale of courage, patience, and the unpredictable nature of the road. As a truck driver navigating a treacherous mountain road, every turn presents a new challenge, and every decision can determine the outcome of the journey. The situation depicted here is a stark reminder that driving is not just about getting to a destination. It's about responsibility, awareness, and the ability to handle the pressure of danger. Steep cliffs, overloaded trucks, and stranded buses create a dramatic scene that reflects the reality many drivers face every day. The weight of the load, the unstable road conditions, and the presence of other vehicles make this a test of skill and endurance. In times like these, split-second decisions can mean the difference between survival and disaster. It's a testament to the importance of precision, experience, and teamwork in the world of transportation. More than just a visual spectacle, this video reminds us of the hidden struggles truck drivers endure. Whether they're battling bad weather, dealing with mechanical failures, or facing unexpected obstacles, they are the backbone of global logistics, ensuring that essential goods reach their destinations. Their resilience, discipline, and determination deserve recognition and respect. As we reflect on this nerve-wracking scenario, let it be a lesson to all of us drivers and passengers alike that safety must always come first. The road is unforgiving, and overconfidence can have irreversible consequences. Patience, careful planning, and respect for traffic laws are essential in preventing accidents and saving lives. Let this be a wake-up call for all to appreciate the efforts of those who spend countless hours on the road, braving danger to keep the world moving. To all drivers, may your journeys be safe, your minds sharp, and your roads smooth. No cargo is worth a life, and no shortcut is worth the risk. Drive wisely, stay alert, and always be prepared for the unexpected.